newspaper, and then would give money to people who wanted to do research and other interesting things. And you have an interesting thing right behind you coming around the corner. Hi,
Yes,
cat.
hi Kiwi. This is my
Hi.
cat Kiwi coming to say hello.
Hello. Yeah, good. Want to see what you're up to, who you're talking about. But yeah,
Yes.
well, so Eileen, I got to know Eileen. She came down here later when I was 16 years old. I remember it because it was my birthday, and my dad brought her out to the house for supper, like he was always doing. I guess he told my mother ahead of time, I hope, but he was always doing that. But she had her an entourage with her, and she sent them downtown and got a present. She gave me a gorgeous charm bracelet. You can imagine a 16-year-old who didn't have much jewelry having an elegant charm bracelet to wear, and I still have it. Gave it to my daughter. But so she was just an exotic, friendly, exotic person in many ways, because she looked and acted like she sounds, and yet a very kindly, warm person. And she and my dad were on and off friends. I mean, they would probably argue. She probably wanted him to take survival and feel like he had found an answer with her help, but he couldn't do that still, even though she knew a lot. But you see, so did Ivani. He was able to guess the card. So was it really a spirit or not? But that remained the question. But they remain good friends. And the Parapsychology Foundation, we've had many meetings and friendship connections over the years with that group of hers in New York City, or on the outskirts now. So that was one famous person. And where was I going with that? Just telling you some of what it was like and who might come by. Students, of course, and high scoring students, and they are not to be taken lightly. If you can find it was a dude. Well, they had several. The first highly scoring person that made my dad think that we're really onto something was he. They were getting a little bit discouraged because at first they didn't do very well, and you didn't do well testing children as a group in a summer camp or in a class. A whole group of people in class didn't score very well, but some of the high scoring people, one of them came by to see JB in his office and said, they probably called him JB, and he had learned hypnosis. He thought maybe that would help. So this young man said, I would like to have hypnosis. Try that. So I tried it with him, and it was nice. But even even after he was hypnotized, then JB said, well, listen, here, I've got some cards, some ESP cards. I was going to pull them out and show them, but you've seen them. People who know your podcast know them. And he held them out on his hand like this, so the fellow couldn't see. That was Adam Linsmeyer was his name. And he got a huge number. I think it's 9 in a row or maybe more at the very first, just right away. And
were these
it was
Zener
informal.
Cards? Were these Zener cards or just different?
Yeah, the Zener cards.
Okay.
They were called Zener because I got some stuck away here. They were called Zener cards because this is the cover.
Yeah. We can show them for the listeners. We'll put this into social media and on the page. That's what Zener cards are. Yeah, because we get new listeners who don't always know.
No, I think we may even still sell them, but I love the cat. I love watching a cat. But he's got a board now, not talking his language.
He's having fun.
He knows if you're talking. That's good. Yeah. So anyway, with the Zener cards, you could get it real quickly, figure out what the chances of getting, one in right, if you couldn't see what it was. So that's what they were working with. After Adam Linsmeyer did so well, then it became into the laboratory with formal experiments with other people, but ruling out everything else. Then he continued to do, not that well, but very well. So that was their first beginning.
That's amazing. So you got to watch some of the best of the best. And did you get to watch, I know